Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, friends, which in fact is tomorrow. I'm throwing these on a Sunday. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for showing up here. I appreciate you. Aquarius, I'm here with a couple of decks. We've got Lenormand and we've got the Divine Goddess Oracle deck. We're going to throw some tarot on that. First, we'll use these to get the overall energy for the week ahead, and then we will throw some tarot to find out what the details are for the week ahead. So if you are here for the first time, welcome here. Thank you so much for showing up here. And if you decide to stay, there is a subscription button on the bottom right-hand corner. This little square where I live. All right, Aquarius. If you're the ride or die, thanks for showing up here all the time. I appreciate you. Thumbs up helps. We're growing this tribe, y'all. Let's find out what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Tell me about Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, I think you're going sort of back and forth on something here. It feels like some days you feel like, yeah, that's a great idea. And other days you're like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's because it's not yet the right time, I want to say, with this card here. It's divine timing to me. So I feel like it's... It feels like it's not the right time, and that's why you keep going back and forth on some sort of idea, which is going to be different for all of you here. I feel like the thing is that you want to take action on something. We've got the King of Clubs, which is the King of Wands, on the bottom right-hand corner of the deck, and for some of you it might be love, and it doesn't have to be. For others of you, I feel like you're finally out of the dark or out of this hard cycle that you were in. Sixes are about that. It's about not being in the fives, which are lack in tarot. Being in the sixes is like I finally got to the peak of the mountain and now I can finally find my way down. So I feel like there is something here that you want to take action on, and it could be, six is the lovers. That's why I said love. It's the lovers in tarot. And so I feel like there's some sort of a new beginning here, and I feel like you keep going back and forth on this new beginning because you're not exactly ready for it. And I don't think you should feel bad about that, because everything happens in its own time, right? Everything happens in divine timing. So we do have this woman. It could be someone who has a woman's body, possibly. This person might be the person that you're thinking about. It could be, doesn't have to be. This person has a woman's body, but please understand that we don't know whether it's feminine or masculine leaning energy in there. We do have the Ace of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner. It almost feels as though this person is waiting for you. It feels like they're looking out the window, maybe waiting for you. Could be masculine or feminine. Take it as it resonates for you, but they are looking out the window. They might be waiting on communication or hoping for communication from you here. Tell me more about Aquarius. I think you're feeling that energy. Like, I don't think it's any mystery that when you're thinking about someone on a regular basis, that it's likely because they're thinking about you, especially if it's the same vibration person, right? Because when one particle is charged the same as another, no matter how far apart they are across the Milky Way from each other, across the universe, when one vibrates, the other one will as well. These identical particles will answer to each other. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. Oh, we have declutter here. So let go of old items, create new sacred space for yourself. I feel like that is metaphorical, and I also feel like that's practical. It also could be, something that is literal, right? So I feel for some of you, it's a decluttering of the mind. It feels like you haven't yet let go of something, and so that's why you're going back and forth. And so I would say give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. Be gentle with yourself. For some of you, it could be that it's time for you to declutter old memories. So maybe you have things that people gave you from relationships past. I don't care what it is, but it could be a sofa right down to a piece of tin. I don't know, but it feels like there's some things that you need to get rid of around the home. In order to declutter your mind, I think you have to declutter your space and make it more sacred for yourself here, Aquarius. Right. We have awakening. You're having realizations. You are going to have a shift in this energy. So that's why I'm saying be patient with yourself, because there is transformation that's coming here. Card number 13 is here, and 13 is the death card in tarot. And it is about transformation. It's about leaving something to die while you're carrying on with something new. And so we do have the Jack of Spades in the bottom right-hand corner, which is the Knight of Swords. So it does, again, feel like we got swords here and swords here. It does feel like somebody does want to speak to the other person. But I feel like it's going to be a transformational communication, and I think that you already know that, and that might be why you're going back and forth. Because when the King of Swords speaks, right, the King of Swords, sorry, is Aquarius, and when the King of Swords speaks, it's not just for idle chit-chat. It's usually a transformable conversation. It's transformation. You open up your mouth to say something because you're adding your 2 cents to something that you know is correct, right, truthful, and honest, and you're meaning to change something. You're meaning to shift something here. We've got dedication. So I feel like as long as you have the dedication to whatever it is that you want, that you're on the right path, whatever it is, it says stay dedicated to your goal. Your goals, efforts will reap success. So whatever it is that you're manifesting currently, I feel like you will have that, but it feels like first you must dedicate yourself, like weed out declutter, weed out what it is that you don't need, what you don't want, what's cluttering the mind, what's cluttering the home. And I feel like this is going to add to your shift. And as long as you stay dedicated to the thing that you want, I believe this new beginning is on the horizon for you, because card number 13 is death. And so when something ends, the only reason that something ever ends within the universe is so it makes space for something new to begin. So I feel like something new, maybe a conversation, because the Knight of Swords is here, possibly, and we do have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, the two chattery people, Gemini, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So we do have recognition. It says admiration for your hard work is coming. So somebody is admiring you from a distance for whatever it is that you do. Maybe it's work you're doing on yourself. Maybe it's the decluttering that you're taking that you're taking seriously with this dedication, giving up something now for a future reward. I think that goes along with the declutter. It feels like you have to give up maybe something that you thought was going to work out for you in a certain way, and it didn't work out that way, and now it's time to sort of rescind that, give it to the universe, and say, you know what, I don't need this anymore. Let's take a look at tarot. Got a new tarot deck here, Aquarius. Thought I'd introduce to you here. It's called the Wild Reflections Tarot by Wise Spell, and it's really a beautiful deck. I've been using it all week to get acquainted with it. Let's find out what's going on for you, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in the week ahead. So, of course, we've already been through the full moon eclipse in Virgo, and so this is kind of like the fallout energy, right? It's kind of like what, it feels like you here are ready to let things go. It feels like you're shifting things. Things are shifting in your mind. You're ready for some sort of new beginning with someone, feminine or masculine. Feels like things are shifting in the right direction for you, Aquarius. For some of you, it could be money related. It could be a job as well. We do have the Nine of Pentacles here. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Emperor in the reverse and the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Look, I feel like the fact that the Page of Swords is in the reverse and the Emperor is in the reverse tells me exactly what I was reading from here, is that you've been going back and forth on something and you're not quite ready to make the decision. You're not ready to take control of a situation right now. And it's okay. I'm going to say it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. There are times when we need to be here in the Four of Swords, finding our stability. Fours are about stability, finding stability of the mind, finding time by ourselves, resting, right? Resting the mind, resting the self. Because I feel like you have been doing a lot of overthinking here with the Eight of Swords. You can see that this person, she sees herself as being in a place of imprisonment of the mind. I feel like as long as you're really dedicated to decluttering your life and shifting with this awakening, I feel like it will bust right through those Eight Swords there. I feel like right now you are maybe in a place physically or metaphorically where you are alone or you are feeling alone. And it does, fives are about lack, but they're also about disconnection. It can be for some of you who are that I'm reading for financially. It could be that right now you're feeling like you don't have enough. You don't have enough material wealth. You don't have enough, you're not getting paid enough for what you do. It feels like for some of you that is going to change because the Nine of Pentacles is here. So things are going to pick up in terms of your financial wealth and your confidence in that. that, by the way. But I feel like first you must declutter before you can move into this Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a place that you've grown by yourself. Like the Nine of Pentacles is a place of being single. And I don't mean single without a partner. I mean, you built it alone is what I mean. So the decluttering here, I feel, is what you need to do in order to realize your worth, in order to realize you are stable and sturdy and abundant, and you're really taking care of yourself on the inside and the outside. I feel like there's going to be a major shift in your week next week, and I think that's the overall message here, that there is an awakening coming. And I feel like the Page of Swords is in the reverse because it feels like you haven't yet learned some sort of lesson that you need to learn in order to become the Emperor in the upright. It feels like there is a lesson that needs to be learned at this time. But listen, I really feel like as long as you're dedicated to learning, to keeping your mind open to whatever the shift or the awakening is or the new beginning, I feel like as long as you rest yourself and try not to get trapped in your memories here, I feel like that things are going to work out the way that they should. I just feel like make sure that you have some sort of a goal. Instead of saying to the universe, I want money, tell the universe exactly how you want to make that money. Do you want to start a business? Do you want that job that you've always wanted? And why do you want that job? What is appealing about that job? Why will you be happy there? I feel like you need to have a goal. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles doesn't really care how long it takes to get to the goal because there's no rush for the Knight of Pentacles. The goal is here, though. The goal is blooming. The goal is you blooming, you opening, right? We have a sunflower here. It's also, pentagrams are the place of safety. So I feel like it's safety, security. I feel like you need to be really practical with your time and your energy at this time. And I feel like you are, because you are sort of feeling disconnected from people with this five of Pentacles here. Hang on. What did we have here? We had this here. Oh yeah, this was here. Okay, sorry, got lost for a second. And I think that that's prudent, right? I think that that's really, I really think that that's sort of what's going on here. It's like I got confused for a bit. I got lost for a while. And maybe it's this coming back to yourself with this awakening. Maybe you've spent some time healing by yourself alone. And for a moment there, I got lost in the cards, right? So I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is telling me that you will have your stability as long as you have this as a goal. If you have a goal of being happy and stable, and maybe this is a relationship for some of you, but possibly it is a goal maybe to have stability in some sort of workplace or job. I feel like you've been waiting for something because I feel like you're doing some sort of healing. That's your card, right? The star is Aquarius energy. So I feel like you've been waiting for healing before you go into something that you love, whether it's a job that you love, a partnership that you love, or someone that you love. It could be a person. And I think you're on the precipice of making some sort of decision. There's an awakening here. So I feel like it's going to show up when it's supposed to, friend. I feel like you need to be aware that everything happens in its own time. Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. There's no way you can outrun anything that is for you. Tell me about this Page of Swords. I want to know what sort of lesson you're in the midst of learning right now. We've got the Three of Swords. So I feel like right now you're trying to heal some sort of disappointment, heartbreak, heartache, something that didn't work out for you. I feel like it feels like it's this energy, right? We can see that the Three of Swords is all about the sad energy, but I feel like you go back and forth. So I want to say that this dark energy and the light energy, you're going back and forth between those. And that tells me that you're willing to heal or that you're trying to heal. Tell me more. I feel like this also too is the beginning of some sort of an awakening about some sort of soulmate energy. I feel like there is somebody here that you feel like you've known from a last life, or maybe it's someone you've known since you were a child, or it feels that way. But it feels like there is a realization coming. It feels like there's an awakening or a realization coming, and I would say take your time. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. or being practical with your time, your attention. What are you really focused on? It's also about putting in a lot of hard work. And I feel like you think you're in this mindset of, look, I've put in so much work on myself already. I'm in the Nine of Pentacles. How much more work do I have to put in? I feel like it's an energy of really stepping into your power, I want to say, because the Emperor is in the reverse. I feel like you don't feel as though you are in charge of things at times. Maybe some of those things are feelings. Maybe some of those things are money for some of you. Maybe some of those things are stability or your ability to feel very confident in the self. Tell me why the Emperor is in the reverse. The Emperor can be feminine or masculine. The Emperor is the one who is masculine leaning, but it also has feminine energy. Tell me why the Emperor is in the reverse, please. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, we have the Lovers. So I really feel like the last lesson that you're learning is one of the King of Cups, only because the Queen of Cups is here. It feels like the Five of Swords is telling me that you're fighting yourself about someone that you feel deeply for. For some of you that are looking at this as a reading for love, there is somebody here who I feel is a deep soulmate here. The Lovers and the Six of Cups, that's deep soulmate from lifetimes past. That's like we are now coming together again, or I'm thinking about this person who feels like home, but I don't know why they feel like home because I don't recognize them. So I think it's somebody that's already in your pentacle world, somebody that you already know, a person you could be apart from at this time. But I feel like there is somebody here that you're fighting your feelings about. I can't fight this feeling anymore. REO Speedwagon, right? That's what I just heard. And so come crashing through the door, honey, I can't fight my feelings anymore. I really feel like you feel you have to hold your feelings back about something. Now, the feelings could be about this manifestation process. It could be that maybe you don't yet feel like you're in a position where you should or are enough to receive whatever it is that you've been manifesting. I feel like for some of you it is love, but for others of you it could be finances. It feels like you want it, but maybe you don't really feel like you are ready to receive it. Receiving's hard. It's very hard. Tell me about the Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you really have to stop overthinking, because the Eight of Swords is about being caught in a prison of the mind. I feel like you need to rest from thinking. But it's so hard, Aquarius. When you're at air sign, it's really hard. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So Aquarius, I feel like you really need to make the decision to be happy. It is a decision. Look, everybody thinks that if they get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if they get that new pair of shoes, if they get the Armani suit, if they get the car, if they get the massive house, they think that that's what their happiness is, but those are the things that they're counting on that are outside of them. I feel like this Nine of Cups is telling me it has to be internal. That happiness is a choice, because there is a decision to make here about the Nine of Cups. And you can't have the Nine of Cups unless you are the Nine of Cups, because we can only attract what we are. So I feel like this Four of Pentacles here tells me that it's time for you to give more reciprocal energy to whatever it is that you want, whether it's the job, whether it's the manifestation, whether it's the person or the money or the confidence, whatever it is. But we do have Six Pentacles, and that's reciprocal energy. I feel like right now you might be in this Four of Pentacles, holding back, making a decision about your wish fulfillment. And it feels like it's because you're in this Five of Pentacles, possibly in this sort of lack energy. And I feel like there's still a lesson to learn here. I feel like there is somebody that you feel is your soulmate, but you're fighting your feelings for them. I know I keep going back and forth about job, money, and love because all of it's here, and so I'm reading all of it. Your person could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a lot of earth energy here. They could be an Aries, maybe a Gemini. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Strength card. We've got the Knight of Pentacles that has come back out in the Ten of Swords. So this is what it comes down to, I feel, that you need to face your fears. I feel like you need to face your fears. You need to feel your fears. You need to be courageous and do what it is that you're going to do. Get back on the path. Figure out what the goal is. Figure out how you're going to get yourself there. You need a map, like a pirate. You need a map. I feel like whether it's a visual map or like one in your head, or whether it's one that you're writing down. So maybe it's a business plan for some of you. But we do have the Ten of Swords. It feels like you need to relieve something, or pop the top off the Coke bottle. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody's shaking up the Coke bottle, and it's a glass bottle, by the way, popping the top off of it, and everything, the fizzies go everywhere. It feels like you have to let go of some steam, or you need to release something first. And you need to release your perfection, I think is what it is here. I feel like you have somebody here has a perfection issue, and the Knight of Pentacles travels really slow because they want it to be perfect. They're going over the details constantly. Now I'm off the horse. Now I'm on the horse. Now I'm looking at the details of the map. Now I'm traveling. Like, I feel like it's taking a long time because there are some fears here that you have to face. Aquarius, I feel like the fear that you're facing for some of you is emotions, is showing someone your emotions, deciding to allow in or receive your Nine of Cups, whether that's a job, whether that's a person. I feel like that's the biggest issue here. Some of you want this abundance. You want legacy abundance that you can give to your family and your children, possibly. Some of you want the long-term relationship, but this is long-term. It's years and years of practical happiness here. Tell me what the outcome is, please. We have the King of Wands, we have the Fool, and we have the Star. Well, this is interesting because I love when things come full circle, and it's been happening a lot in your readings, Aquarius, that things are coming full circle here, because we started off with the King of Wands, the King of Clubs, and we end this reading with the King of Wands. So it feels like something's coming full circle. Now, when we look at the Fool is showing up because the end of something came, because a chapter of your life is closed, and now it's time to begin something again. So something has come full circle, and it's time to take a leap of faith, my friend. And I think this will happen whenever this healing is done. Whenever the healing is done, I feel like somebody here might be practicing rituals. You're under the full moon. Maybe you did that over the full moon. Maybe you did some sort of small ritual or prayer under the full moon eclipse here. But it feels like, we end with your energy here, which is Aquarius coming full circle. So that's what it feels like. Something here is coming full circle. For some of you, it is, I started at a place where I wished I could have my own business, and we're coming full circle, and we're taking that business and finally putting a business plan to it. For others of you, it could be, I started this life looking for my soulmate, and finally things are coming back full circle. And I feel like the King of Wands is telling me it's time for you to get up, be motivated, and go chase what it is that you want. That this thing is not going to come full circle on its own, because the Fool is here. And sure, maybe you've closed the last chapter, but in order to have the Fool, you have to be ready to take a leap of faith. And so right now, some of you just aren't ready to do that. First the healing comes, then the leap of faith. Then you turn into the King of Wands, which could also be the last one of the last lessons you need to learn before the Emperor, who is the conqueror. Stability, security. I get what I want all the time. I'm going in and I'm getting what I want. And that could be what you need to learn before you can move forward here. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And so nothing can go wrong. Divine timing is here, right here. Divine timing has shown up twice. This is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. This is part of your energy. This is Sagittarian energy, but it's also expansion. It's change. Things are about to change, but you are the one who has to take the leap of faith in order for things to change. There is a conversation coming up. I feel like you are going to take your shot at somebody. Something, a business, getting the job, whatever it is, but after your period of healing, which is in the Hermit energy. I'm going to leave this right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back. Well, because I'm always back. You guys know that. I'm going to go for now. Hope you're back too. Bye-bye.